hello. What's your team?
We are 8-bit Guardians, and our game is Acquisition.
Yeah, what's your game about?
Our game is a turn-based strategy. It has a lot of different aspects that other strategy games has, but this one is more casual. It's made for PC and tablet, so we decided to get rid of a lot of the depth mechanics, but we try to keep it fast. And we also have single player and multiplayer, so we're trying to cover a lot of different audiences. In the single player, you start off without a base, without units, without any upgrades. We've prepared a demo just for this competition, which is like a scenario in which you have all the units, all the upgrades. You can see the full potential of the game, the full beauty of it. You can capture villages, which gives you additional income every turn. And you've got movement phase and attack phase. In the movement you can only move, and you can also buy upgrades during then. During the attack phase you can also attack and use your abilities, which gives you sometimes bonus damage or bigger range.
Alright, cool. And how many of you worked on the game?
There was 8 of us, and we all started last November 2014, as part of a university module. Didn't really take any shape until about January this year, and then it's just snowballed from there. Handed it in about April this year, and then we took it to Game Republic in June this year, and came second in Team 17's Best Technology Award, and won Best Team by Rockstar Leeds.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much.
Right, cheers, you're welcome.
Hello everybody, and welcome to my quick look at the dev version of Acquisition. Strategy games are something I've played a couple of. They typically have a pile of unit types with different strengths and weaknesses which are introduced to the player one by one over a long campaign mode. Due to the DARE model, where each game is played for about 5 minutes, Acquisition did not have time for that. Their demo level throws a pile of mechanics at the player at once, giving them about 6 different types of units and a pile of currency to either spend on units or upgrades. To compensate for how much information they give the player at once, they decided to make the first level very easy. This means the classic strategy of buy several of the biggest units and charge wins easily, which isn't a great sign. It's hard to tell if the mechanics here could lend themselves to a more fun experience in the environment strategy games typically ask for. However, one mechanic that stood out as very odd to me was the way turns were structured. Each team has a movement phase in which the player can move all their units, and then an attack phase in which all the units can attack. While this may seem interesting and is different from all the strategy games I've played where each separate unit moves then attacks, I can't see any situation that makes this mechanic interesting, and I found it frustrating. For example, one of the ways to win the demo level was to retake a village. The way into the village was a bridge which only one unit could fit on. One enemy unit was standing on the bridge, and I had about 5 units sitting at the bottom of the bridge. On my turn, I couldn't do anything in the movement phase since all my units were as close as possible. Then, on my attack phase, my front units killed the enemy. Even though I had units behind them who hadn't moved, I couldn't move them up through the bottleneck to fight the enemies there, and I had to end my turn. Then, on the enemy's turn, another enemy unit moved into the position of the unit I had just killed, making another tedious turn for me. In conclusion, it's tricky to see if a fun strategy game lies in the waters of what I only dipped my toe in. However, what I saw didn't interest me to look further into this game at all.